Hey, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Wrestling Geek, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And as you can see by the title, we got a lot to discuss. And disgusted is probably the word I should use for it. Disturbing, not really. Annoyed is probably a big word I should use for it. Flabbergasted, it's just dumb decision making that we're really going to somehow backtrack to a story that has nothing to do with the main roster push that Rhea has received here this year, or last year, technically going into this year. And the Judgment Day, man, Charlotte Flair somehow sneaking her way back into the picture, main title picture once again. Been gone for 7 months, but somehow walked her ass right back into a title picture. Title match at WrestleMania. Rhea's gonna win. Hopefully that's not really the pressure with me. I know Rhea's gonna win. I'm not really phased by that part. But it is annoying that Charlotte Flair comes back after being gone for 7 to 8 months. I know she got married and all that good stuff. She had to be off TV for a while, but 7 to 8 months off being off screen. She comes back, wins against Ronda, non-wrestling ass Rousey, non-promo cutting ass Rousey. So we go from one dirt champion to another dirt champion. All this just for Rhea to take the title off her when you had the perfect opportunity to take the title off Bianca. Now, I get it. Bianca's a megastar, superstar. So is Charlotte. Charlotte, I don't really care for, but she is a star. I give her that much. But how do you pass up the opportunity to have Rhea versus Bianca? Rhea's already on Raw. She's a Raw superstar. Judgment Day are Raw superstars. So there's the biggest thing on Raw. How do you manage to pass this up and mess this up for Charlotte Flair? I don't want to see Charlotte Flair. I've never been a big fan of Charlotte Flair. I don't care for Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania is not something that I really care to see. I'm a little short on words this video because I'm annoyed. I know I'm a week late on as always. Don't really care. Better to get this coverage out than not get it out at all. I think Charlotte Flair is highly overrated. The title reign she's has absolute BS. I think her first few was cool, but once you get past the fourth one, fifth one, maybe even a third one, it's just like you have no substance. There's no substance. You're just pushing title run after title run after title run just so she could beat her dad's record. And I think that's very cringy on WWE's part. But they're pushing this Charlotte versus Rhea narrative BS because Rhea was once the NXT champion when she was down in NXT. She had a match with Charlotte at WrestleMania. I believe this was back in 2020 during the COVID year. So there were no fans in the stands. You had those creepy ass looking screens in the background, people's faces on it. Let's not relive that. The Thunderdome. Let's not relive that. But Charlotte took this hot off Rhea, which makes no sense to me. I don't see why Charlotte needed the NXT Women's Championship. That blows. I guess just to continue to add the championship so she wins. So when she finally sits her old ass down, she can say she won every title in the women's division as possible. She's overrated. Gonna continue to say it. But yeah, they took this hot off Rhea, gave it to Charlotte. Charlotte kept it a couple months. Don't know who she dropped to because I don't watch NXT, nor do I give a damn about NXT. This match is going to be, I guess, okay, solid. Rhea's really good in the ring. Charlotte's really good in the ring. Promo is probably going to be a pretty solid promo back and forth between each other. I'm not really going to be shocked if the match is good because I believe in Rhea and I believe in Charlotte. I think they can both put on bangers, and when Charlotte's really interested in her opponent, she can put on bangers. But I'm just not interested in the match. I was more so looking forward to Rhea versus Bianca. That would have been the highlight match of the whole women's division for me, in my personal opinion. I just don't see the moneymaker in Charlotte. I never seen Charlotte as a moneymaker. I never seen her as a trailblazer. I never seen her as a women division mover or needle mover, whatever you want to call it. I've always thought Charlotte was cringy. Her character was always trash. Now her theme music is absolutely awful. But now we're getting Charlotte Rhea part 2, I guess. For what? You could have found anybody to take that title off Charlotte. You could have gave it back. You could have gave it back to Liv. You could have gave it to Xia Li, for God's sake. I'm just making names up at this point. I mean, SmackDown women's division is pretty garbage. What you gonna give it to B-Fab? Anybody could have took their title. I would have much rather just give it back to Liv. But now she's gonna be an elimination champion for the women's. I think she's already in there. She's gonna lose to Bianca, but whoever wins that one's gonna lose to Bianca regardless. But the point is, it should have been Rhea versus Bianca, not Charlotte versus Rhea. I think it's the lamest decision they ever made. It's cringy. It's a bailout. It's a cap out to avoid Bianca losing. In other words, eventually Bianca's got to lose. I love Bianca, but eventually she's got to lose. And I think her consistently winning, which is a good thing, it makes the title more prestigious and makes it look stronger. But that should have been Rhea taking the title off her at WrestleMania. It would have been a better story to me. I just don't care about what happened in NXT. Like none of that means nothing to me. I'm a main roster type of guy. NXT is completely irrelevant to me. So this storyline is trash. I'm just being real. It's complete garbage. we're getting robbed out of Bianca versus Rhea. Clearly, that should have been the direction they should have went in. They're completely failing us as fans, and we shouldn't put up with this. I think it's just garbage. It's blasphemy. It's goofy that we're getting Charlotte versus Rhea. Rhea's gonna win the match, and if she doesn't, we're gonna have an absolute problem. And even when she does win, what do? Do we shift Judgment Day to SmackDown? If that's where we're going, we're gonna shift into SmackDown, because the men's roster on SmackDown, it's pretty solid. I think the men's roster SmackDown is pretty solid. You got Roman, obviously the Tribal Chief, the top guy on the whole WWE, not just SmackDown, whole entire WWE. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Brawling Brutes, Usos, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I mean, they're pretty stacked on SmackDown. So, I mean, Judgment Day can still come in and make a few moves. Probably win the tag team championships off somebody. But cool, there's that. Finn, I think, could be in the main event push. But the reason Judgment Day was the best thing on Raw. Why would you take them off of Raw to go stack them to another roster? I'm not saying it's confirmed. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I can see them going between both brands, but they're Raw superstars. And the real win is the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Then they have no choice but to really follow suit, don't they? I just think it's a bad booking idea. I think it's a bad booking decision. I'm not really a big fan of this match. I'm gonna watch it simply because I like Rhea. I think Rhea's phenomenal what she does. And this last year, like I said in previous videos, she was red hot throughout most of the year. She is the leader of the Judgment Day. She is the mouthpiece of the Judgment Day. I think everybody has their important piece of the Judgment Day. I think Rhea's clearly the clear-cut best outside of Finn, in my opinion. I think Rhea's, like I said, she's the leader. She's the mouthpiece. She's the one that keeps the whole train pushing and keeps it moving. So for them to just move her to SmackDown, it blows my mind. Not move her to SmackDown, but have her face Charlotte, it's stupid to me. So Charlotte's going to come back. What is this, 15th damn title reign? 14th, 15th? I mean, well, they're going to keep having her drop title to break her dad's record? For what? If Cena never broke it, why did she get to break it? She ain't special. But that's just how I feel about this match. I think it was goofy. I never thought Rhea should have challenged Charlotte. I have to say Sasha. Charlotte, I think she should have challenged Bianca. I'm going to keep petitioning for that. I'm not going to give up. This is your Pro Wrestling Geek. I'm once again a little flustered, frustrated, and annoyed with the BS booking of WWE, because it's a cop-out. It's a cop-out, a cap-out, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much that. I'm going to end this video with this last thing to say. Why did y'all bring Nia Jax back? What dumbass made that decision? I know this has nothing to do with the video, but who came up with the fact, hey, yo, we got an idea, let's bring Nia Jax back. For what? Nobody cares about Nia Jax. She couldn't wrestle then. She can't wrestle now. And I give it another 3. I'm trying to be generous. I wanted to say 6, but I give it 3 months. She's going to end around injuring somebody. She's good at doing that. But yeah, we don't want Charlotte versus Rhea. But unfortunately, we get Charlotte versus Rhea. Rhea hopefully wins the championship, and then we see where we go from there. This is your boy Wrestling Geek. Wrestling Geek. I can't even pronounce my own name right. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.
Today I'm feeling better than I felt on yesterday. I wonder why, but tomorrow for some reason I'ma probably wanna die. My little brother said he wanna be like me. I hope he lied, cause if you wanna be like me, that mean you wanna be alive. I'm in